Welcome to Happy Pupcast. I'm your host, Gabby Sloan, and today we have Midwest Labradoodle and Goldendoodle. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Gabby. I'm your host of the Happy Pupcast, and here I have Nicole. If you could please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit more about what you breed and where you're at.
My name is Nicole. I am the owner of Midwest Labradoodle and Midwest Goldendoodle. We have been doing this for 14 years now. We specialize in the Australian multi-gen Labradoodle and the multi-gen Goldendoodle.
Tell me a little bit more about the breeds. How did you get into them? Did you breed something prior to the Labradoodles and Goldendoodles, or did you always just knew you wanted to do this breed?
So it's been my lifelong passion to just work with animals and love animals. As far as back as I can remember, 8, 9, 10 years old, I would find strays and take care of them. I would find homes for them. I never had a dog because I just couldn't have a dog when we were growing up. So I would actually walk around the neighborhood and knock on the neighbors' doors, the ones that had dogs, and ask them if I could walk them. And I would do it for free. Then I married my husband, who was actually allergic to dogs. So he said we could never get a dog. And so I did lots of research, and I came across the Australian multi-gen Labradoodle and the multi-gen Goldendoodle. And I knew that it was just something I wanted to do. I wanted to find a family dog for us that had a good temperament and was non-shedding, and then also bring it to other families that had the same issues as allergies or just wanting a good family dog. Then I reached out to a breeder out of state. She mentored me. So she said, okay, no dogs for a year, and I want you to interview other breeders, study the breed, buy breeding books. I mean, for a whole year, she kind of quizzed me and had me do certain things. So I was really, really prepared. And then she sold me my very first breeding dog, which was an Australian Labradoodle that came in from Australia in her mommy's tummy. She was pregnant. So my first dog was an unborn puppy. So she mentored me. She said, well, what if you don't sell them? And I said, no, I will sell them. And actually, I've been doing it for 14 years now, and I have pre-sold every single litter I've had. I've never had a puppy standing after 8 weeks. I feel very, very fortunate. We just have a good reputation. We have tons of referrals. I'm not on social media. I tried it. It just didn't work, but it's all word of mouth. And, these dogs are walking advertisements for us.
Yes. And I have even met some of your puppies out and about going to the stores and things. And I just love each and every one of their temperaments. They're just wonderful little outgoing puppies that are super social and love to meet other people, and really great little therapy dogs.
Yes. And several of our dogs actually ended up being therapy dogs. They would go to you or to training, and some of them you actually trained for therapy, or, they did it on their own as well.
No, they're great, great little puppies. And we just had the last one from you named Winnie, and man, she was just an awesome little puppy. That family is really gonna be super, super happy as that puppy grows and matures, and how they're gonna be able to put any little piece of clothing they want on her and dress her up. And I mean, I couldn't believe when they showed up here to drop her off for training and everything, and she just came from you a few hours prior, and I'm like, all right, we'll put her down on the ground. She ain't going anywhere. Like 7 weeks old, 8 weeks old. And they put her down, and she was like, yeah, I like this place. It's really nice. And I brought her right inside, and she saw my dogs, and she was like, oh, I think I like it here. So happy, so outgoing. And it was just really, really nice to see the resiliency and the bounce back, and just able to transition from you to such a new location and such a change for her. And she just had that ability to be resilient, is really the word for it. She was just able to adjust. Tell me a little bit more about your puppies, of kind of how you start them at 0 days old to all the way to when they go home from you guys. What does that look like? What do you do with them?
Just to backtrack a little bit, as far as the process, families contact us. I spend a good 15 to 30 minutes with them on the phone. We interview them. We make sure it's a good fit. Once we know which litter they're on, I bring the moms to the vet for the pregnancy ultrasound. And then that's their first exciting update. Yay, we confirm they saw so many in quotations and a due date. Once they're born, I contact everyone, go over with what we had, the colors, the sexes, and they confirm they're in. I send an agreement to read and sign at that time. And then the fun starts. I send a litter announcement which recaps our program. It has pictures of the newborn babies. pictures with mommy. We do these weekly updates. So every week we're working with the puppies. So we start on day 3 with the biosensor exercises. So that's real important for them. And then we slowly but surely, we play classical music for them, blinking lights, and then we switch over to noise sound CDs. When we introduce them to the puppy mush, we start banging on the pan. So we're trying to associate a loud, scary noise with something positive. And then I send individual pictures week 1, 3, and 5. So they follow along, as they're growing. We go into these preschools and nursing homes when we can. So of course we take caution when we do that. If it's a group of children, they take off their shoes, wash their hands, we have them sit down, crisscross applesauce. But it's just wonderful because they're meeting tons and tons of people, and going to the nursing homes, it just brought so much joy to these people. I mean, some of the people didn't even have their families come in, and then here I come in with the puppies. It's just a wonderful way to connect with people and socialize. So every week there's an update. We go to the vet at 8 weeks, and then they microchip them. We also do a temperament test at 8 weeks, and then right after the temperament test and the vet check, everyone will come, and then they pick in the order of the deposits. And I know you've came a couple times to help people choose the puppy. So then they go home or to the trainer. We highly, highly recommend the training. It's very, very important, especially with these dogs. They're bred for that soft temperament, and it's very important to socialize them and exercise and train them.
It's really cool to hear that you took them into schools and in nursing homes even before they went home. So they're meeting lots and lots of different people and experiencing new environments. So that way you can get everything started for them before they go home. That's really great. When people contact you, what is the best way to get a hold of you to kind of get on the list for you?
It's through our website, which is midwestlabradoodle.com or midwestgoldendoodle.com. And they would just fill out the puppy application that's located under the contact drop down box. And then once that application comes in, I will call them and go through everything with them.
So when they contact you to get on a list, it seems to be pretty smooth sailing from getting on that list to getting a puppy from you guys. And where do they come and pick up those puppies again?
My husband's a magician, so we own the magic and costume shop here in Kenosha. He actually made a really nice big puppy area over there for us. Often people will say, "Oh, we're going to the magic shop," to their kids. And then they get there, the real magic is you're getting a puppy, so it's a wonderful way to surprise people.
I love seeing that. Is there anything else that you really want to share that we haven't really touched upon so far?
We just love what we do. It's literally my passion. It's what I do. I wake up, I think and breathe and talk dogs, and I go to sleep the same way and get up again. Everything revolves around the dogs, our vacations. I'm really blessed that I can do what I love. Been very blessed to be able to bring this breed and bring joy to other families.
And it's really great to have your husband a little bit to be that, are these puppies going to be good with families with allergies? Because you live with somebody who can be a little bit more sensitive to dog allergens, dog dander, and things like that.
He really does wonderful with these dogs. Just great.
Well, do you have any little angels you want to show us?
Yes, I do. We
Perfect.
currently have a litter of multi-gen Australian Labradoodles. They are 4 weeks now, so we're really diving now into the socializing with them. Typically, we have the cream and apricot. That's the main color we do, but on occasion we have chocolate and black. And this litter, we happen to have a chocolate and a black.
What temperaments do you think you kind of geared towards in your selection of breeding?
Well, we breed for that soft temperament, beautiful, straight, wavy fleece coats, nice temperaments, friendly. And here's one of the little guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we always have color collars on them. So this is Mr. Green Collar, beautiful caramel. This is the chocolate. She's a
Oh,
female.
they're so cute. Who's groaning over there? That's so adorable.
Oh, that's probably Miss Black, I'm guessing. Mr. Yellow, a little
Oh,
adorable too. So some have black noses, some have chocolate noses.
yeah.
Oh, is
The
it
ones
on?
that
Okay.
have the chocolate noses, those are the caramels.
Caramels under the cream category, but caramels, yes. And the ones with black are technically apricot or cream. I may actually keep her
Oh,
back for our program. So because this is the girl's last letters.
they're so adorable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love them. And this bunch is real sociable. They're just kind of go-getters right now. And then some of them have little white markings. This one, just a little dab, but other litters, there's more white markings. So we do a lot of handling exercises. We start, putting them on their back right away, to get them used to that. We tuck them in there, and we want to, really get them used to people.
Aw. Thank you so much for sharing your puppies. I
Oh, sure.
love getting your puppies whenever somebody calls and they're like, I'm thinking of training. I just get so excited because I know I'm going to get a really awesome puppy to work with and train.
Yeah.
Well bred and happy go lucky.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll talk to
Thank
you
you,
again
Gabby.
soon.